Chelsea 2, Everton 0. Very good game actually, but I'm not surprised with the victory. And this is because coming into this game at Stamford Bridge against Everton, I always knew that Chelsea are never going to lose this game. The worst result we would have possibly gotten from this game would have been a draw. And we didn't do that today. We got all 3 points, which is very important. Everton's last win at Stamford Bridge is dated back to 1994, which is a very long time ago. So coming into this particular fixture, I was so confident, especially because we were playing at home. Now, this is a good thing on Chelsea's part, but let me talk about the performances in this game. Malo Gusto, man of the match, obviously, and he was well deserved. He's man of the match in this game. Got the assist for Kopama's first goal, and then got the second goal himself. General play, he was very, very good. He completed most passes in the first half, even though the performance dropped a little bit in the second half, but he already got the job done in the first half. So these are performances we need from Malo Gusto. This is a typical right back that when you give him that opportunity to play in his preferred position, he has that possibility of creating dangers and hurting the oppositions. And this is something I feel like Enzo Maresca should give a lot more attention to. It's good that sometimes you want to rest players, you want to rotate players and stuff like that, but sometimes the rotation can be so detrimental to the team. Figure out your fit and available players. Maintain a level of consistency among your starting players, and then if there is need for changes, you can just make 1 or 2 changes. But let me not go there now. Malo Gusto had a very good performance today. Kopama coming back into the team got a very good goal. He's also someone else that has something against Everton. Whenever Chelsea are playing against Everton, Kopama usually comes up to the occasion. And today he came back into the team, started the game, got the first goal for us, and then allowed Malo Gusto to get the second goal later on, which gave us these 3 points and total confidence going forward into this festive season. So we are currently in the top 4 now, although pending when the other people, Crystal Palace will play their game. But we are in the top 4 currently because of this good result we had today. So very good one. Now, I will always say it, the best defensive partnership for Chelsea currently is definitely Trevoh Chalobah and Wesley Fofana. These guys, it's no coincidence that anytime Chelsea keep a clean sheet, look at the people in the heart of that defense. You definitely see these 2 names. Anytime there is a Chelsea clean sheet, you would see the clean sheets being associated with Trevoh Chalobah and Wesley Fofana as the 2 centre-back pairing. And the only issue we have here, although Chalobah is already a guaranteed presence in the team, but then Fofana, his injury issues are usually a decisive factor in whether he's playing a game or not. And sometimes Enzo Maresca might just be like, I don't want to risk it, let me just take him out, play 1 game in a week, which is understandable. He's trying to protect him, but then the team usually suffers whenever he's absent. The other centre-back options we have are not really at his level currently. Josh Achampong, yes, he can get there. Then the other man, Tosin, I don't know what to make of him. So I feel like that we should just find a balance in these centre-back positions where even if Fofana is not able to play, Achampong should step into that position. But please, you guys should always avoid Tosin in games. But let me also not talk about that. This performance today is very good. Everyone turned up to the occasion. Robert Sanchez, even though he was not tested so much, but he still showed up whenever he was called upon, claiming some high balls, tipping what's his name, Jack Grealish's header over the bar today. Malo Gusto, his performance does not even need to be overemphasized because he did so well in this game. Marc Cucurella also did well from his own part, going forward, returning to join the defense and everything he did in the park today. Now, I have started adjusting to the fact that Reece James is no longer a defender, or should I say he's no longer a right back, because I don't see Reece James in that position again, playing properly as a proper right back. I feel like even from January, if possible, we should start scouting for a backup right back for Malo Gusto. And now, obviously, Reece James is now a typical midfielder, and that is going to be his position in the team for a very long time because he's been dropping masterclass performances every time he features in that midfield. We have Moses Caicedo has completed his suspension today, so he might possibly be in the team from the next games. But his James has been so exceptional playing in his position. And then Enzo Fernandez, he was not really so effective in this game today. He was just on and off, but then he was able to still do the basics that is required of him in this game. And he completed the 90 minutes, so that's a good thing on his part. Then Cole Palmer starting off the game. I'm sure he's not really fully fit now, and Enzo Maresca is also trying to manage his fitness. But the fact that he's able to get this goal today is going to be a good thing for him moving into games that are yet to come. Our next game will be on Tuesday against Cardiff City. He might not also play that game. They might decide to rest him and then use the likes of maybe Bonanote them and Andres Santos them to start the game. But it's a good thing that Kopama got this goal and he's still fit, so that by the time he gets back to full fitness, nothing will now be able to stop him. So Alessandro Garnacho today, he missed like two chances in the game. And but one thing I liked in his performance from this game is the fact that he kept trying, he kept running, and he kept trying to put himself in good positions. I would say he was unlucky in this game. He did not get the goal that his performance to me today deserved. But I was a bit impressed with what he did in the game today. Then Joao Pedro as the number 9 in this game. That guy, I feel like playing him as a lone striker drains him a lot because you will see all these over the roof ball from goalkeepers or maybe long passes from from defenders, and he's just running up and down alone in that front, always trying to occupy the Everton defense. Fine, but I feel like that pattern of play like wears him out. He gets tired easily if he's allowed to be running up and down and fighting against Everton defenders. I just saw him running up and down today, and I was not. This is not his fault actually. I think this is the pattern that the manager has decided to adopt, but it does not suit him. He's barely in the game. He's barely like playing with the team because he's isolated up front as the striker, trying to occupy the defenders, and then he does not really get much of the ball. But generally, he still tried. I think his energy, his strength in this game also played an important role for us, occupying the Everton defense and pushing them back, allowing Chelsea to press them like from the midfield. So it was actually a good performance for him regardless. And then Pedro Neto, very good assist for Malo Gusto's goal. And his pace is always a weapon against any opponent, definitely. But he got that goal today courtesy of that pace and also his ability to think properly. Because there are times where he might make such run, take on a defender, and still maybe give a misplaced pass. But today, the pass today was perfect, and Malo Gusto just had one job to put a foot on the ball, and he ended up in the back of the net. So everybody like showed up in this game. Andres Santos came on in the game and he still did his part, trying to help stabilize the midfield and not allowing Everton get back into the game. So he did his best. Estava William came on in the game. He didn't really do much because the game was already done at the time. So he did not really do much. But generally, it was a good game. I think at least Chelsea put a smile in my face today. And then the returning KDH, Kenan Drewsbury Hall, he's been in form. Like in recent games for Everton, he's been playing so well, and it was so unfortunate for him to get injured in this game. Early, I think around the 13th minute or thereabouts, he got injured and he left the match. I think his absence in this game actually affected Everton's play, but it's to our own advantage and we took it so well. So very good game actually. Our next game will be against Cardiff City, and I believe Enzo Maresca, being Enzo Maresca, will definitely go for rotation again in this game. But he should be doing this rotation with sense. That's my problem. It's not that they will because you are doing rotation, you'll be making like 7-8 changes in different games. This thing does not bring any form of consistency to any team. All the rotation and changes does not it's like I've not seen a team that gets success by doing all this rotation. You will start a game today with 11 players, and then 3 days later you are changing 6, 7 or 8 members of that last team entirely and bringing in 8 different people into a game. The togetherness, yes, all of them train together, but there is this chemistry that usually comes up when you are playing together in games compared to when you are playing in training. So I feel like Enzo Maresca, the most important people that needs to be managed in this team has always been Reece James and Fofana. But Maresca should just do that rotation. The good thing is Caicedo is back now. So Reece James might get a little bit of rest moving forward because he has played the last 3 Chelsea games, 90 full minutes for all 3 games, and that is a stretch for him, considering that he needs to be rested or managed frequently to avoid getting injured. So Caicedo will be back soon from the next game, and the James can get some rest. But please, this rotation, like it kills our gameplay a lot. You can get so happy about the Chelsea performance today, and because of the rotation, you don't know what to expect in the next game. So I feel like this is something Enzo Maresca needs to pay attention to and do the rotation with sense. But that's it. Very good game. Chelsea Everton back in the top 4. 3 points for the team. Clean sheets for Robert Sanchez. I think this is 7th clean sheet for the season, or 8th clean sheet for the season. So it's actually a good thing, and we'll keep going for more. So very nice, very good one. See you soon.